The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
I was speaking to Rabbi Gamliel about this because Bitachon, he wants me to teach about Bitachon. So he told me a crazy story, true story. He said, I have to tell you a crazy story. He said there was a woman with a bunch of little kids, became very, very, very sick. And the doctor said, you have 3 days. The doctor said, you have 3 days. So they ran to the Chazon Ish. And they said to the Chazon Ish, they started crying and screaming, you got to help us, you got to daven. She had all these little kids. I think she was even pregnant, right? About to give birth. And how could you have to whip Shemayim, you have to rah, rah, rah. And like, what are we going to do? And we don't know what to do. And should we have a fast day? And the Chazon Ish was just sitting there and like smiling. He's just sitting there and smiling. These guys are the Chazon Ish, the Gadol Hador. And they're screaming, they're crying. We were smiling, right? Finally, they finish. He said, very ridiculous. Only Rabbi Gamliel. He says, so how many days did the doctor give her? They said 3. He said, do you know that in 3 days, Hashem created half the world? Took 6 days, right? 3 days he created half the world. And you're freaking out and going crazy? You don't think he can make her better? Because the doctor, you know what can happen in 3 days? The doctor gave her 3 days, and you could create half the world. What are you worried about? She was healed. He said, I think she's still alive, or something like that, whatever. So Bitachon has the power. He said, one of the biggest problems today is x-rays, and CAT scans, and MRIs. So I said, Rabbi, what are you talking about? He said, in the old days, no, it's so true. Old days, someone didn't feel well. They came to the tzaddik. He said, I don't feel well. Tzaddik said, don't worry. Say, Reifei Chaylim. We're going to daven for you. Have a moon on Hashem. Then we get better. Because they didn't know what was going on inside. Now, they take an MRI. What did this, what did that? The doctor shows them the picture. And you only have 3 months. Or you only have a year. Or this is what's wrong with you. So, when they go to the Rav, they're like, the Rav's like, no worry, it's going to be okay. They're like, yeah, but look, I have cancer, I have a disease, it's in my liver, it's in my liver. Look, it's on the PET scan, it's on the CAT scan. So he said, the Emunah in Chachamim, the doctors took away. Look at the X-ray shows. Look at the blood test shows. Look at the MRI shows. So he's like, you got to give me more of a bracha. He says, in the old days, they didn't know what they had. So the rabbi gave me a bracha, they left, they had Bitachon, they got healed. He says, today, the doctor's telling you how long, this long, that long, you have this, you have that, you have this. He says, Al tiftachu b'nedivim, v'ven adam she'ein like teshua. Don't believe in people and doctors. V'ven adam she'ein like teshua, because the person who believes in doctors ain't like teshua. He's not going to be saved. In anything, it's not only doctors and medical things. It's in shidduchim, it's in parnasa, it's in having children, it's in everything.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org.